Hi guys, welcome to the short video about how to achieve at least 1 day or 24 hours battery runtime with Android Wear 2.0 watch, or here with the TicWatch E. I think there's no big difference between these watches. I mean, some have a little bit faster or slower CPU, some have a little bit more or a little bit less battery capacity, but there's not a huge difference because there's the Wear OS from Google behind that, and all these watches are struggling. So what I've been trying to do when I got this watch, I knew that there will be a challenge, and I got here and started to reduce a lot of things. I mean, you have all these options where you can use the display brightness. Of course, I have done this as well. I've reduced it to the 1 because it's already pretty bright here, and then you have to be careful with watch faces and installed apps and so on and so on. And I've been trying to reduce everything, reduce functionality. I mean, this is actually what we don't want because it's a smartwatch, and we actually want to get as many functions as possible with a smartwatch. There's no sense in buying a smartwatch and then reduce everything so it's back like to a normal watch and still just have maybe 2 days battery life but no additional functions. So but a lot of people are struggling, and was also struggling even with reduced functionality, and so I was a little bit tired at the end. I got about 12 hours of battery runtime, was super tired of that, and I thought, okay, let's give it a try and turn on everything again and find out what we get. Maybe instead of 12 hours we get 6 hours of battery runtime, but it was actually the opposite. That's really strange. I don't know why. Maybe it's just by chance here, but maybe there's a general thing. I've been thinking about that, and what I could imagine is that the Wear OS is actually built for maximum connectivity, maximum functionality, and if you start to reduce these things, then the Wear OS is not working properly anymore, so it cannot optimize itself, and you're actually making these things worse. So really what I've been trying here, I activated everything, basically everything, like the GPS, Bluetooth, even Wi-Fi. You can see that here in the connectivity. I have turned everything on. Connectivity here, Bluetooth is on here, you can see that. Yeah, Bluetooth is on, Wi-Fi is on, usually it's connected, you can see it's connected to my Wi-Fi location. I have even location from phone and watch, so the built-in GPS is working, everything is working, and with the display I have this always on here activated, so you can see that that's the always on screen, and it's not a dark thing. I mean, it's pretty bright. I mean, it's a black and white more or less, apart from the red thing here, the red line. You will be able to see that now, or a little bit yellow, but still there's a lot. I mean, there are ambient watch faces which have less than that, so you can see there's a lot turned on, really almost everything. There are just 2 things which are reduced now. That's the display brightness. I mean, you can do that directly here, so I have reduced it to the minimum brightness, because already on the minimum brightness it's pretty bright, at least for inside. And the second thing, which is probably also quite important with the gestures, I have inactivated the wrist gesture, so it is always actually on the ambient watch face unless I touch the button or I touch the screen here. But when I just do some work and move my wrist, it's not going to turn on. I think that helps also a bit. But apart from that, everything is on, all the connections, everything, all these things which people are turning off and trying to save battery lifetime, I have it turned on. Of course, it's a watch face which is not all the time updating, not like every 2 minutes or so. I mean, it's a weather thing which only updates, I think, once per hour or so. But it's crazy. I easily get 24 hours. Of course, during the night I go into airplane mode and I go into not disturb. Of course, that's pretty normal during the night. But apart from that, I have everything on, and I have even on the permanent, or like the always on during the night. Of course, I have a watch face which doesn't illuminate as much during the night. Yeah, I have this watch face during the night, or either black, but usually I have been using this one, and like this, and with the airplane mode during the night. Yeah, I have been easily able to achieve 24-hour battery lifetime. Of course, I'm not doing a lot during the day with this watch. I basically get the notification, and the weather notification is the most important for me. I'm not going to type a lot here and do crazy things here, but I'm always reading the notifications, and so, and then delete when I can delete these things. And yeah, but that's about it. So my suggestion is definitely try to turn on almost everything, maybe apart from the wrist gestures, and having the brightness on full brightness. I think it's worth to give it a try with everything turned on, especially all the communication, even Wi-Fi and so on. And so it would be really interesting to learn from you. What's your experience? Please write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.